Dear learners, welcome to the lectures on types of beams, statically determinate and indeterminate structures. So this is Suresh, working as assistant professor in the Department of Aerospace Engineering at Periyar Maniamma Institute of Science and Technology, Tanjore. So I'm going to explain about the topic from aircraft structures 1, that is from the first unit. So let us see the types of beams. There are 5 types of beams. First one is cantilever beam. Second one is simply supported beam. Third one is overhanging beam. Fourth one is continuous beam. And fifth one is fixed beams. So this is the diagram for all these 5 types of beams. So we can see that in the cantilever beam, one end is fixed and the other end is free. In the simply supported beam, the both ends are simply supported or hinged. In the overhanging beam, we can see that there are some portions which are extended beyond the support of the beam. So this is overhanging beam. In the continuous beam, we can see that there are more than 2 supports. So that is called the continuous beams. In the fixed beam, the both ends are fixed. And this is nothing but the last one is nothing but the propped cantilever beam. One end is fixed, the other end is supported. So these are the types of beams. Next. So now let us see the types of structures. We can say statically determinate structure and statically indeterminate structure. So these are the 2 categories of structures we can say. Statically determinate structure means these structures can be solved using the equilibrium equations alone. Whereas in the statically indeterminate structures cannot be solved using equilibrium equations alone. These structures need some other compatibility equations to solve this type of structures. So if you look at the example, the cantilever beam, simply supported beam and overhanging beam. So these are the examples for statically indeterminate structures. So in these structures, the number of unknowns are equal or less than the number of equations which we are forming. Whereas in the second category of structure, that is statically indeterminate structure, examples are continuous beam and fixed beams. So in these structures, the number of unknowns are greater than the number of equilibrium equations formed. So these are the different category of structures. And truss. Truss is made up of several bar members which are jointed together. So the truss can be statically indeterminate structure if it is a perfect truss. So how do we tell that the truss is perfect or imperfect? Let us see that. So there is an equation which is m is equal to 2j minus 3. So where m is the number of members in the truss, j is the number of joints. So if we substitute the number of members and number of joints in this equation, we will get whether the stress is perfect or imperfect or redundant. If this equation satisfies, then it is a perfect truss and it is statically determinate and stable. If the equation in this equation, if number of members are less than the actual required member, okay, then it is imperfect or deficient stress. If number of members are greater than the required member, then it is called redundant truss. So these are the examples. We can see the diagram. Okay, so here in the redundant truss, number of members are greater than the required member. In the deficient stress, number of members are less than the required members. So this is a YouTube video we can refer for this statically determinate and indeterminate structures and truss type truss topic. You can refer this. Thank you, learners. We will see the next topic in the another class.